This week, y'all are going to work on a still life. A still life is a picture of something that's not moving. So you should be able to set it up and be able to look at it whenever you're drawing. It's always a really great idea to take a picture of your still life from the angle that you're drawing it. So you always make sure that you're looking at it the right way and that if it gets moved, you'll have that reference. So our still life this time is going to be a shoe drawing. Shoes can be very interesting. There's a lot of details. There's things that you kind of have to get right, or they're not going to look like real shoes. So if you look at this picture, this one is done in pencil. And if you choose to do yours in pencil, you need to make sure that you vary the lights and the darks and that you draw all of the details in the picture. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. All right, so if we go and we look for a good composition. Now, I like this picture, but there is no way that you could have that in front of you all of the time to look at because there's actual people's legs in it. So you could take a picture of that, but it really wouldn't be a still life. Think about which shoes you think are the most visually interesting. This still life is really cool to me because I really like the way that they shaded this one, but they left this one in just line, which kind of gives it a contrast. But then look at all of the amazing detail that they put into the carpet down here. And they also drew the door back behind it. So you do have to think of the whole picture, not just the shoes. So what might be in your background? This one is done in colored pencil, in Prismacolor pencil. Look at the amazing, and this was done by one of my students, but look at the amazing detail that she got into those stitches. So it is, I don't know if I can magnify this, and if I mess with it, I think I'll just mess it up. Ooh, there we go. Look at all of those details and all of the way that these, oops, okay, see, I told you I messed it up. All of the details in the laces and all the stitching, it's amazing. So if you want to do colored pencil, you can do colored pencil. I'm not going to give you a size requirement. I do not suggest you doing this project as big as the piece of paper that I had you buy. So you are more than welcome to crop down. I would not go smaller than an 8 by 10 because you want to be able to get the details in it. So you can go down to a size of an 8 by 10, and I would measure that out and make sure you draw it so it's straight edges. But I would draw it in your sketchbook, just make a smaller space to draw in. I would not suggest doing this project huge because that will take a whole lot more work to get it shaded or colored. This one, when I talked about composition, look at the composition. Is it as interesting as those other ones that we've seen? No. So what I'm going to ask you to do on Monday is to set your shoes up, take your pictures. I would like for you to give me at least 5 options. So you can have more than one type of shoe. You could have, not in the same picture, but I need 5 possible compositions that I can help you pick the best composition for you to draw. So you could do like 2 pictures of a pair of cowboy boots and 2 pictures of a high heel, or you could do all 5 pictures of different angles of the cowboy boots. So that's completely up to you, but you need to give me 5 photographs of shoes so I can help you choose which is the best composition. And maybe you change the background. Maybe you change how they're standing in the picture or how the picture is cropped and where they're going off the edge of the page. So you're going to give me 5 options, and then we're going to look at them, and I will tell you which is the strongest composition for you to use the next day to start your drawing. Here's a pair of cowboy boots. They use this little stool to set it on. You've got the little bit of an underneath of that top one. You've got amazing shadows on the wall. So think about, do you put them right in front of a wall? Do you set a lamp up in front of them so the lamp is going to cast those shadows? Because whatever you have in your composition, that's what I'm expecting you to draw. Here's an example. Again, this is one that looks like there's a foot in this shoe. So maybe not the best version, but I liked the colors. I like the way that the green of the floor is reflecting back onto the shoe. So this, if you took that black part at the top where it looks like there's a leg in it, this could possibly be like a version of this project. These are great. Look like some good old Doc Martens. Look at that background. Look at the flooring. If you have a really cool floor in your picture, I'm going to expect you to draw that really cool floor in your picture. So whatever is in your composition of your photograph, I'm going to expect you to draw. So make sure you're really thinking about the background, what's underneath your shoes, and how your shoes are sitting. Stop it. There you go. All right. Here's an example. A lot of people like to draw the, we call them Chuck Taylors or Converses. I don't know. So a lot of people like to draw those. They are interesting. They might not be the most interesting shoe you could do. Here's a pair of high heels. This person put their high heels onto a reflective surface like a mirror. So then they got the reflection of the high heel and the shoe down below it. If it's possible, I would like for you to do like this and show the other shoe in the background and try not to just do a shoe unless it was like that one. Hold on, I'll show you. Unless it's like this where, and if you look, see back in the background, the other shoe is back there. So I want you to try to do a pair of shoes. So don't, because whenever you see shoes, you see two together. So don't just do a shoe. It needs to be two shoes, but you don't have to put all of the shoes into the picture. It could be just a little bit of that second shoe in the background, and the focus is on one shoe. This, you can see the one in the background going at a different angle. These are both very similar and going the same way. The bottom of that shoe is in there, so it's there. It's just not all there. Both. This one, I told you, not a good composition. If this person would have sent me this and said, "Hey, is this a good one?" I'd have said, no. So not a good composition. This one is, you can see the shoe back in the background. This one's cool and did the different versions, and I'm cool with that. I like it. But I mean, I like it, but imagine if both of them were done with the detail that's in this front one. So that's something else to think about. Kind of looks a little slightly unfinished. And this is one that if you're going to use shading and you're going to just do it in pencil, it needs to look better than if you, like, it needs to look like this. It is not, it needs, or you can do it in colored pencil. I just want you to try your best and do the best you can. And don't be intimidated by looking at these and thinking you can't do this, because you can. We're just going to have to try really hard, and we're going to have to work on it. All right, so that's all for today. Your assignment today is to watch this video and then take your 5 composition pictures. You can do more than that. I'll look through however many you send me, and I will help you pick your best composition, and then we'll start drawing tomorrow.